Hi, it's the Taiwan slash Bishie, and let's continue to explore more Pokemon. I might be reaching the end. I'm not sure. I actually might have only 1 or 2 videos left. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. Oh my goodness. I'm almost at the end. I'm so happy. Alright. So like I said, I was going to leave you with a very cute Pokemon for the last video and for the beginning of this video. And let's get on with the next category. So this category is called Slacker, and we have Slakoth at number 287. It is normal type. It's 2 foot, 7 inches, and 52.9 pounds. It sleeps for 20 hours every day, making drowsy those that see it is one of its abilities. Making drowsy those that see it is one of its abilities. Okay. I had to read that over again for it to click and make sense in my brain. Excuse me. The red version says, the way Slakoth lolls around makes anyone who watches it feel like doing the same. And it evolves into Vigoroth and Slaking. So we have now come to the category Sleeping, which has my roommate's favorite Pokemon, Snorlax. And let's see, there is a Gigantamax version too. That kind of reminds me of like something interesting or different that you would see in like a Studio Ghibli type movie. And I kind of think that my roommate, just like my family member, is an OG and just likes the regular version of Snorlax. It is normal type. It's 6'11", so it's a little bit bigger than he is too. That's interesting. And it's 1,014.1 pounds. Its stomach can digest any kind of food, even if it happens to be moldy or rotten. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, it stops eating owing to sleep. It doesn't feel full unless it eats nearly 900 pounds a day. Yikes. It is still normal type. It is now at least 114 feet and 10 inches. And nobody knows how much it weighs. Gigantamax energy has affected stray seeds and even pebbles that got stuck to Snorlax, making them grow to a huge size. And the red version says, terrifyingly strong, this Pokemon is the size of a mountain and moves about as much as one as well. Oh my gosh. And previously this Pokemon didn't have an evolution, but now it has a pre-evolution of Munchlax. Basically, its baby form. This category is called Sludge, and we have Grimer at number 88. But there's Grimer, and then there's also the Alolan form, which looks like that. It's like the Alolan form. Now it's got teeth. It is a poison type. It's 2'11" and 66.1 pounds. Born from sludge, this Pokemon now gather in polluted places and increase the bacteria in their bodies. Oh my god. And the red version says, when 2 of these Pokemon bodies are combined together, new poisons are created. I can only imagine. So it is now poison dark, 2 foot, 4 inches, and 92.6 pounds. It has a passion for trash above all else, speedily digesting it and creating brilliant crystals of sparkling poison. Okay. And it's the same for both red and blue. and it evolves into Muck. And Muck is actually the next Pokemon we're going to look at. So it's Pokemon 89, and it also has an Alolan version. That's what the crystals I was talking about with Grimer. It is poison type. It's 3'11" and 66.1 pounds. It's thickly covered with a filthy, vile sludge. It is so toxic, even its footprints contain poison. Yikes. And the red version says, "It's so stinky!" Exclamation point. Muck's body contains toxic elements, and any plant will wilt when it passes by. I like that. It's so stinky! So it's now poison dark. It's 3 foot 3 inches and 114.6 pounds. Muck's coloration becomes increasingly vivid the more it feasts on its favorite dish, trash. And it's the same for both red and blue. This category is called small fry, and we have Wishy-Washy at number 746, and we have solo form and school form. Oh my gosh, that looks scary. It is a water type Pokemon. It's 8 inches tall and 0.7 pounds. Individually, they're incredibly weak. It is by gathering up into schools that they're able to confront opponents. And the red version says, when it senses danger, its eyes tear up. The sparkle of its tears signal other Wishy-Washy to gather. And what does the school form say? So in school version, it's still water type, but it's now 26 feet and 11 inches and 173.3 pounds. On their own, they're very weak, but when Wishy-Washy pull their power together in a school, they become a demon of the sea. Yeah. The red version says, when facing tough opponents, they get into formation, but if they get wounded in battle, they'll scatter and become solitary again. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Snail, and we have Shelmet at number 616. That looks like it's got the protective shell covering it, and then that's just the Pokemon inside. Oh god, he's even got like a little a faceplate almost. It's bug type. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 17 pounds. When attacked, it tightly shuts the lid of its shell. I knew it. This reaction fails to protect it from Carablast, however, because they can still get into the shell. And the red version says, it has a strange physiology that responds to electricity. When together with Carablast, Shelmet evolves for some reason. Okay. We have already seen its evolution is Excelgor. Next is Sliggoo at number 705, and there's a regular version and a Hisuian version, which is that. Oh my gosh, that kind of looks cute. It's like now it can hide in its shell if it wants to, like literally hide in its shell. It's a dragon type. It's 2 foot 7 inches and 38.6 pounds. The swirly protrusion on its back is filled with all its vital organs, such as its brain and heart. The red version says, when Sliggoo senses danger, the mucus coating its entire body becomes more concentrated. It'll dissolve anything. So it is now Steel Dragon, 2 feet 4 inches and 151 pounds. A creature given to melancholy, I suspect its metallic shell developed as a result of the mucus on its skin reacting with the iron in Hisui's water. And it's the same for both red and blue. And this Pokemon Pre-evolution is Gloomy, and then it evolves to Gudra. Some of these we've already seen before, but I'm just repeating it, just in case I didn't. This category is Snake, obviously, and we have Ekans at number 23. It is Poison type. It's 6 feet 7 inches, so it's a little bit smaller than my roommate. And it's 15.2 pounds. The older it gets, the longer it grows. At night, it wraps its long body around tree branches to rest. And it's the same for both red and blue version. And for those who don't know, it evolves into Arbok. This category is called Snapping, and we have Chewtle at number 833. It is Water type. It's 1 foot tall and 18.7 pounds. Its large front tooth, is still growing in. When the tooth itches, this Pokemon will bite another Chewtle's horn, and the two Pokemon will tussle. Red version says, a popular game among children is to lift up sticks that Chewtle have bitten on to see whose Chewtle can hang on the longest. Okay, that's kind of funny. And it evolves into Dreadnought. This category is called Snow Hat, and we have Snow Runt at number 361. It's Ice type Pokemon. It's 2 foot 4 inches and 37 pounds. It is said that It is said that several Snorunt gather under large or giant leaves and live together in harmony. My brain is just today. And the red version says, it is said that a home visited by a Snorunt will prosper. It can withstand cold of negative 150 degrees Fahrenheit. And it can evolve into Galai, or Frostlass, depending on the conditions. And actually, Frostlass is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 478. It is Ice Ghost. Oh, this category is called Snowland. Sorry about that. I forgot that there was a completely different category for a second. It's Ice Ghost. It's 4'3", so it's a little bit smaller than I am, and 58.6 pounds. It is also female only. When it finds humans or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den where they become decorations. Oh my god, no. That's not how you make friends. And the red version says, it freezes prey by blowing its negative 58 degree Fahrenheit breath. It is said to then secretly display its prey. Oh my god. Yikes. This category is called Snowstorm, and we have Vanny Lux at number 584. It's an ice cream Pokemon. It is Ice type. It's 4'3", so again, it's smaller than I am. And it's 126.8 pounds. When its anger reaches... sorry. I felt like hair was tickling my ear. When its anger reaches a breaking point, this Pokemon unleashes a fierce blizzard that freezes every creature around it, be they friend or foe. And the red version says, people believe this Pokemon formed when two Vanillish stuck together. Its body temperature is roughly 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Yikes, that's cold. And its pre-evolutions are Vanillite and Vanillish. This category is called Soft Tissue. Yeah, I say that. And we've got Gloomy at number 704. I almost said that backwards. It is Dragon type. It is 1 foot tall and 6.2 pounds. Most of a Gloomy's body is water. A membrane covers the whole Pokemon to prevent it from shriveling up in dry weather. And the red version said, Gloomy's horns are excellent sensory organs that cover all 5 of Gloomy's senses. Gloomy picks up on danger from the movement of the air. And it evolves into Sliggoo, and Goodra. And Sliggoo is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 705. Nope. Oh, Did I mess up? I feel like we looked at Sliggoo already. Yeah. So Sliggoo was supposed, the regular Sliggoo was supposed to be under soft tissue. And I read it under the snail category. I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, just remember, Hisuian Sliggoo is snail, and regular Sliggoo is soft tissue. I think that's my first goof. Maybe, I don't know. I am so sorry about that. This is me correcting it now. Honestly, there's so many Pokemon, it was bound to happen. But again, I'm so sorry about that. This category is called Soloist, and we have Primarina at number 730. Oops. It is Water Fairy. It's 5'11" and 97 pounds. To Primarina, every battle is a stage. It takes down its prey with beautiful singing and dancing. And the red version says, also known as a songstress, has a fantastical look on moonlit nights when it leads its colony in song. And as you may remember, its pre-evolution is Poplio and Brioni. So this category is called Soundwave, and we have Noibat at number 714. It is Flying Dragon. It's 1 foot 8 inches and 17.6 pounds. This Pokemon emits ultrasonic waves from its large ears to search for fruit to eat. It mistakes Applin for its food. Oh no, the apple-looking Pokemon. And the red version says, Noibat can change the frequency of its sound waves at will, and it generates ultrasonic waves of up to 200,000 hertz. And it evolves into Noivern, which is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 715. It is Flying Dragon. It's 4'11", so it's a little bit bigger than I am. And it's 187.4 pounds. Ultrasonic waves emitted by a Noivern can pulverize a large boulder. This Pokemon has a cruel disposition. And the red version says, in the dark, even high region are terrified of this Pokemon. But in the light, Noivern is the one that avoids battle. This category is called South Sea, and we have Gorbise at number 368. It looks like it has a shell bra. It is water type. It's 5 feet 11 inches and 49.8 pounds. The color of its body changes with the water temperature. The coloration of Gorbise in Aloha is almost blindingly vivid. And the red version says, it sucks bodily fluids out of its prey. Oh my god. The leftover meat sinks to the seafloor where it becomes food for other Pokemon. Oh, then it got bad. Its pre-evolution is Clamperl. This category is called Spark, and we have Luxio at number 404. 404 air! It's electric type. It's 2'11" and 67.2 pounds. Strong electricity courses through the tips of its sharp claws. A light scratch causes fainting in foes. And the red version says, by gathering their tails together, they collectively generate powerful electricity from their claws. And its pre-evolution is Shinx, and it evolves into Luxray. So this category is called Spatial, and we have Palkia at 484. So we had 404 air, and now we have 484. And there's a regular version and an origin form version. Oh my gosh. That almost looks like a horse. Doesn't that remind you of horse? Like a Pegasus because of the wings. It is Water Dragon. It's 13 feet 9 inches and 740.8 pounds. It has the ability to distort space. It is described as a deity of Sunne region mythology. And the red version says, it is said to live in a gap in the spatial dimension parallel to ours. Palkia appears in mythology. Okay. What about the origin form? Okay, it is Water Dragon. It is now 20 feet and 8 inches and 1,455.1 pounds. It soars across the sky in a form that greatly resembles the creator of all things. Perhaps this intimidation of appearance is Palkia's strategy for gaining Arceus's power. And it's the same description for blue and red. And this Pokemon does not evolve. And we're back to OG Pokemon. This category is called Sphere, and we have Voltorb at number 100. And there's, nope. This one, the Hisuian form Voltorb, is the Sphere category. Regular Voltorb is Ball category. Okay. I'm glad I looked. It is now Electric Grass. It's 1 foot 8 inches and 28.7 pounds. An enigmatic Pokemon that happens to bear resemblance to a Pokeball. When excited, it discharges the electric current it has stored in its belly and lets out a great uproarious laugh. It's the same for both blue and red. And it evolves into Electrode, which also has a Hisuian form that we're going to look at. So once again, Electrode is number 101. It almost looks wooden up here, like a wooden ball now. See, now it's in the Sphere category. Still Electric Grass. It is now 3 foot 11 inches and 156.5 pounds. The tissue on the surface of its body is curiously similar in composition to an apricorn. When irritated, this Pokemon lets loose an electric current equal to 20 lightning bolts. Okay, that's the same for both blue and red. So this category is called Spike Ball, and we have Togepi at number 175. It is a fairy type. It's 1 foot tall and 3.3 pounds. The shell seems to be filled with joy. It is said that it will share good luck when treated kindly. And the red version says, it is considered to be a symbol of good luck. Its shell is said to be filled with happiness. Okay. And it evolves into Togetic and Togekiss. Or Togekiss. This category is called Spikes, and we have Rhyhorn at 111. It is ground rock. It's 3 foot 3 inches and 253.5 pounds. Strong, but not too bright. This Pokemon can shatter even a skyscraper with its charging tackles. And the red version says, it can remember only one thing at a time. Once it starts rushing, it forgets why it started. Oh my god. And it evolves into Rhydon, and now it has a new evolution, which is Rhyperior. Okay. So this category is called Spinning, and once again we have Lily Gantz at number 549, but we're going to be looking at her at the Hisuian version. It is grass fighting. It's 3'11" and 42.3 pounds. I suspect that its well-developed legs are the result of a life spent on mountains covered in deep snow. The scent it exudes from its flower crown heartens those in proximity. Okay. And its pre-evolution is Petili. Petilil. I don't know. This category is called Spiny Armor. And we have Quilladin at number 651. It is grass type. It is 2 foot 4 inches and 63.9 pounds. It relies on its sturdy shell to deflect predators' attacks. It counterattacks with its sharp quills. And the red version says, they strengthen their lower bodies by running into one another. They are very kind and won't start fights. Its pre-evolution is Chespin, and its next evolution is Chestnut. And Chestnut is going to be the next Pokemon we look at. Oh my gosh, look at that, so serious. This is Pokemon 652. It is grass fighting. It's 5 foot 3 inches and 198.4 pounds. Its tackle is forceful enough to flip a 50-ton tank. It shields its allies from danger with its own body. And the red version says, when it takes a defensive posture with its fists guarding its face, it can withstand a bomb blast. Okay. So this category is called Spiral, and we have Omanyte at number 138. It is rock water. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 16.5 pounds. Because some Omanyte manage to escape after being restored or are released into the wild by people, their species is becoming a problem. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, this Pokemon is a member of an ancient extinct species. Omanyte paddles through water with its 10 tentacles, looking like it's just drifting along. Okay, yeah. And it evolves into Omnistar, and that's going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. That's terrifying. It's like the Kraken. So this is Pokemon 139. It is rock water. It's 3 foot 3 inches and 77.2 pounds. Weighed down by a large and heavy shell, Omnistar couldn't move very fast. Some say it went extinct because it was unable to catch food. And the red version says, Omnistar's sharp fangs could crush rock, but the Pokemon can attack only the prey that come within reach of its tentacles. So this category is called Spirit, and we have Yamask at number 562. And there's this version and the Garlean version. See, now I have to double check to make sure I wrote stuff down correctly. It is a ghost type Pokemon. It's 1 foot 8 inches and 3.3 pounds. It wanders through the ruins by night, carrying a mask that's said to have been the face it had when it was still human. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh my god. And the red version says, the spirit of a person from a bygone age became this Pokemon. It It rambles through ruins, searching for someone who knows its face. Oh my god. So in the Garlean form, it's now ground ghost. Grind up the ghost. Is 1 foot 8 inches and 3.3 pounds. A clay slab with cursed engravings took possession of a Yamask. The slab is said to be absorbing the Yamask's dark power. Okay. As the red version says, it is said that this Pokemon was born when an ancient clay tablet was drawn to a vengeful spirit. And it evolves into Coffargarus. This category is called Spiteful Fox, and we have Zorua and number 570. Nope, this is the one we're going to be looking at. That's the Spiteful Fox. The Hisuian version. It is normal ghost. It is 2 foot 4 inches and 27.6 pounds. A once departed soul returned to life in Hisui. Derives power from resentment, which rises as energy atop its head and takes on the form. And takes on the form of foes. In this way, Zorua vents lingering malice. And it's both the same for the red and blue version. And this Pokemon evolves into Zoroark. And this Pokemon, this category is called Spitfire. And we have Magmar at number 126. It is a fire type Pokemon. It's 4 foot 3, so it's a little bit smaller than I am, and 98.1 pounds. Magmar dispatches its prey with fire, but it regrets its habit once it realizes it has burned its intended prey to a charred crisp. Oh my god. And the red version says, these Pokemon bodies are constantly burning. Magmar are feared as one of the causes behind fires. And its pre-evolution is Magby, and it evolves into Magmortar. This category is called Spot Panda, and we have Spinda at number 327. It is a normal type. It's 3 foot 7 inches and 11 pounds. Its steps are shaky and stumbling. Walking for a long time makes it feel sick. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, each Spinda spot pattern is different. With its stumbling movements, it evades opponents' attack brilliantly. Okay. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Spray, and we have Panpour at number 515. It is water type. It's 2 foot tall and 29.8 pounds. The water stored inside the tuft on its head is full of nutrients. It waters plants with it using its tail. And the red version says, the water stored inside the tuft on its head is full of nutrients. Plants that receive its water will grow large. Okay. At first I'm like, am I reading the same thing? Okay. And it evolves into Simipour. This category is called Stag Beetle, and we have Pinsir at number 127. And there's a normal version and a mega version. Oh my gosh. Ugh. No thank you. That one's bad enough. It is bug type. It's 4 foot 11, so it's bigger than I am. No thank you. It's 121.3 pounds. These Pokemon judge one another based on pincers. Thicker, more impressive pincers make for more popularity with the opposite gender. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, this Pokemon clamps its pincers down on its prey, and then either splits the prey in half or flings it away. Oh, that's so creepy. How bad is the mega version? It is now bug flying. It's 5 foot 7 inches at 130.1 pounds. With its vaunted horns, it can lift an opponent 10 times heavier than itself and fly about with ease. And it's the same for both blue and red. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This next Pokemon is Vigavolt, and it's number 738. It is Bug Electric, 4'11", so again it's a little bit bigger than I am, and 99.2 pounds. It builds up electricity in its abdomen, focuses it through its jaws, and then fires the electricity off in concentrated beams. And the red version says, if it carries a Charge-a-Bug to use as a spare battery. Oh, yeah. A flying Vigavolt can rapidly fire high-powered beams of electricity. Yikes, okay. And its pre-evolutions are Grubbin and Charge-a-Bug. Oh my god, that's so funny. This category is called Stake Out, and we have Gumshoes at number 735. It is a normal type. It's 2 foot 4 inches and 31.3 pounds. Once it finds signs of prey, it will patiently stake out the location, waiting until the sun goes down. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, Gumshoes specialize in relentlessly tracking down prey. The simple-minded Squovit doesn't seem to provide Gumshoes enough challenge. Its pre-evolution is Yungoos. This category is called Star Shape, and we have Staryu at number 120. It is a water-type Pokemon. It's 2 foot 7 inches and 76.1 pounds. If you visit a beach at the end of summer, you'll be able to see groups of Staryu lighting up in a steady rhythm. And the red version says, fish Pokemon nibble at it, but Staryu isn't bothered. Its body regenerates quickly, even if part of it is completely torn off. And it evolves into Starmie. Next, we have Cleffa at number 173. It's a fairy-type Pokemon. It's 1 foot tall and 6.6 pounds. According to local rumors, Cleffa are often seen in places where shooting stars have fallen. And the red version says, because of its unusual star-like silhouette, people believe it came here on a meteor. And its evolution evolves into Clefairy and Clefable. This category is called Starling, and we have Starly at number 396. It is normal flying. It's 1 foot tall and 4.4 pounds. They flock around mountains and fields, chasing after bug Pokemon. Their singing is noisy and annoying. Oh my god. And the red version says, because they are weak individually, they form groups. However, they bicker if the group grows too big. And it evolves into Staravia and Staraptor. And Staravia is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 397. It is normal flying. It's 2 foot tall and 34.2 pounds. Recognizing their own weakness, they always live in a group. When alone, our Staravia cries noisily. Oh my gosh. It's going to attract enemies. The red version says, they maintain huge flocks, although fierce scuffles break out between various flocks. This category is called Stealth, and we have Dragapult at number 887. That looks so creepy. Oh, it's coming out of its whatever these are. I thought this was part of the body at first. No, this is part of this body. It is Dragon Ghost. It's 9 feet 10 inches and 110.2 pounds. Dragapult can make its whole body transparent by clearing its mind and focusing. Even the Dreepy and Dragapult's horns become invisible. Okay, they're Dreepy. And the red version says, the fastest Dragapult of the group is always surrounded by Dreepy that want to fly at sonic speed. And its pre-evolution are Dreepy and Drakloak. This category is called Steam, and we have Volcanion at number 721. This looks very cool. Very Iron Man-ish. That's what that reminds me of with the colors and everything. It is Fire Water. Wow, it contradicts itself. Fire Water. It's 5'7" and 429.9 pounds. It lets out billows of steam and disappears into the dense fog. It is said to live in mountains where humans do not tread. And the red version says, it expels its eternal steam from the arms on its back. It has enough power to blow away a mountain. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Stomach, and we have Gulpin at number 600, or wow, at number 316. It is poison type. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 22.7 pounds. There's nothing its stomach can't digest. While it is digesting, vile, overpowering gases are expelled. Oh my gosh. So it's digesting and farting. Red version says it has a small heart and brain. Its stomach comprises most of its body with enzymes to dissolve anything. And it evolves into Swalot. This category is called Stonehome, and we have Crustal at number 558. It is a bug rock. It's 5'7", so it's my height. And it's 440 pounds at 440.9 pounds. The highly territorial Pokemon prefers dry climates. It won't come out of its boulder on rainy days. And the red version says, its thick claws are its greatest weapons. They are mighty enough to crack Rhyperior's carapace. Its pre-evolution is Dwebble. This category is called Striker, and we have Cinderace at number 815. And we also have a Gigantamax version. Oh my god. Even the Fireball has a face and it like rides on it. It's like a Fireball version of the cloud that Goku rides on. That's what that reminds me of. It is fire type, 4'7", so it's my height. And it's 72.8 pounds. It juggles a pebble with its feet, turning it into a burning soccer ball. Shots strike opponents hard and leave them scorched. Okay, first I'm like, what is that sentence? And the red version says, it's skilled at both offense and defense, and it gets pumped up when cheered on. But it starts showboating. But if it starts showboating, it could put itself in a tough spot. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's... So it's still just fire type. It is now at least 88 feet and 7 inches. And no one knows how much it weighs. Infused with Cinderace's fighting spirit, the gigantic Pyro Ball never misses its targets and completely roasts its opponents. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, Gigantamax energy can sometimes cause the diameter of this Pokemon's fireball to exceed 300 feet. And its pre-evolutions are Scorbunny and Reboot. This category is called String Spit, and we have Spinarak at number 167. It is bug poison. It's 1 foot 8 inches and 18.7 pounds. With threads from its mouth, it fashions sturdy webs that won't break even if you set a rock on them. And the red version says, although the poison from its fangs isn't that strong, it's potent enough to weaken prey that gets caught in its web. And it evolves into Ariados. This category is called Strong Arm, and we have Beware at number 760. It is normal fighting. It's 6'11", so it's a little bit bigger than my roommate, and 297.6 pounds. Once it accepts you as a friend, it tries to show its affection with a hug. Letting it do that is dangerous. It can easily shatter your bones. Oh my god. And the red version says, the moves it uses to take down this prey would make a martial artist jealous. It tucks subdued prey under its arms to carry them to its nest. And its pre-evolution is Stuffu. So this category is called Strong Legs. And we have Zapdos again at number 145. But this time we're going to be looking at the Garlean version. It is fighting flying. It's 5 foot 3 inches and 128.3 pounds. When its feathers rub together, they produce a crackling sound like the zapping of electricity. That's why this Pokemon is called Zapdos. And the red version says, one kick from its powerful legs will pulverize a dump truck. There's a dump truck again. A poor dump truck. Supposedly, this Pokemon runs through the mountains at over 180 miles per hour. And this Pokemon does not evolve. I swear, leave the poor dump truck alone. What did it ever do to you? This category is called Stump, and we have Phantump at number 708. It is Ghost Grass. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 15.4 pounds. After a lost child perished in the forest, their spirit possessed a tree stump, causing the spirit to rebirth as this Pokemon. And the red version says, with a voice like a human child's, it cries out to lure adults deep into the forest, getting them lost among the trees. Sheesh. And it evolves into Trevenant. This category is called Subterrane, and we have Excadrill at number 530. Yeah, I can see that. It is ground steel. It's 2 foot 4 inches and 89.1 pounds. It is not uncommon for tunnels that appear to have formed naturally to actually be a result of Excadrill's rampant digging. And the red version says, known as the Drill King, this Pokemon can tunnel through the terrain at speeds of over 90 miles per hour. And its pre-evolution is Drillbur. This category is called Sun, and we have Sunflora at number 192. It is grass type. It's 2 foot 7 inches and 18.7 pounds. In the daytime, it rushes about in a hectic manner, but it comes to a complete stop when the sun sets. And the red version says, since it converts sunlight into energy, it is always looking in the direction of the sun. And if you remember, its pre-evolution is Sunkern. Next, we have Espeon at number 196. It is psychic type. It's 2 foot 11 and 58.4 pounds. The tip of its forked tail quivers when it's predicting its opponent's next move. And the red version says it uses the fine hair that covers its body to sense air currents and predict its enemy's actions. And its pre-evolution is at Eevee. Here's the Espeon. So this is Volcarona at number 637. It is Bug Fire. It's 5 foot 3 inches and 101.4 pounds. Its burning body causes it to be unpopular in hot parts of the world, but in cold ones, Volcarona is revered as an embodiment of the sun. And the red version says, this Pokemon scatters burning scales. Most of the danger of these scales is not in their heat, it is in the way they rob the surrounding air of oxygen. Oof. And its pre-evolution is Larvesta. Okay, this is going to be the last Pokemon of... sorry, I glanced out my phone. This is going to be the last Pokemon that we look at, or last Pokemon for this video. and the last category, but I'm just going to say Sunne. S-U, here. S-U-N-N-E. Because instead of, having it like normal, I push a button and it gives me the pronunciation. It wants to show me a YouTube video. No. So this is Solgaleo at number 791. Very cool looking Pokemon. It is Psychic Steel. It's 11 feet and 2 inches and 507.1 pounds. Sometimes the result of its opening, sometimes the result of its opening an ultra wormhole is that energy and life forms from other worlds are called here to this world. Wow, I had a hard time with that sentence. And the red version says, in writings from the distant past, it's called by the name the beast that devours the sun. And its pre-evolution is Cosmog and Cosmoe. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So yeah, this looks like a good place to end the video for now. Let me put my little start here indicator for when I do my next video. So I kind of had a little peek of how many more we have left. I am estimating, this is an estimate, that after this video there are 2 to 3 videos left in this series, and then I'm going to be done. And I'll be so happy once I finish, because oh my gosh, this was a lot. But then once I'm finished, I already have other videos planned, and I'm going to be recording those later on, once I finish this series. So I'm super excited. I'm happy I got to do the series, but I'm also excited to move on to check out other stuff. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.